Mm. Hello. So, I wanted to make this video yesterday, but guess what? I was too damn tired. Couldn't do it, but it's okay. I'm here today. So, yesterday I made an Instagram post. It was a picture of myself, but my caption was about how, not lately, because this isn't lately, this has been very consistent throughout this time. I felt like I just wanted to get back in my bed. I wish that I could just honestly just pull the covers over my head and that I could just spend my entire day there. Hey, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. So the reason why I really wanted to make this video, the reason why I made that caption yesterday and posted that photo was because I am all about like creating the space and talking about what we're really feeling. Like, I've always been very honest when I'm writing, I'm honest when I'm doing videos, etc., and I feel like it is time for somebody to honestly say, I am goddamn tired, and I bet you are too. And by goddamn tired, I mean, honestly, what I think is more exhausting than everything that we're going through at this time, because we are going through a lot. I don't even have to run down the list. If you even minorly look at the news, you know. But what I'm really tired of is not being able to just say out loud, I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't think this situation was definitely not normal, but the fact that we are trying to carry on as if nothing is happening, as if our mental health, our physical health, our spiritual health, all the different healths we can possibly think of are not being impacted during this time, and that it is very difficult to sit and have all of this stuff going on and try to pretend as if everything is just cool, as if we're just supposed to be these super duper productive worker bee people. Yeah, it's not okay. And so I know through talking to my friends and some of my colleagues, shout out to y'all, that I'm not the only person who has felt this way, who has probably felt just honestly to some degree depressed. Like, I know, like, I feel like depressed is like a really heavy word, but I honestly think in a lot of ways the way that I have been feeling throughout this time, throughout this pandemic, has been extremely heavy, and that is a lot to carry on a day-to-day basis. It is a lot to just try to continue to navigate life through and just kind of try to keep going, because I think that that's a big part of our culture, is just really not being honest about how we feel. Like, if somebody asks you, how are you doing, you're gonna say, oh, I'm fine, even though fine probably just, things stopped being fine a long time ago, and it probably just doesn't get to the heart of how you really feel. And I think sometimes we feel guilty about being honest about how we really feel. And you always have this sense, especially in a situation like this, that you are supposed to reach for gratitude, right? So although there are many things in my life that I am so incredibly grateful for, I will say that that doesn't necessarily take away from your rights or your ability or your need to just kind of be sometimes in the moment and just feel like, okay, I'm really tired, I don't feel good, this just really sucks, and we don't know when it's going to end, we don't know when it's going to be over, like, we don't know. So I think that was really just what I wanted to say today, is that it's okay to just feel how you feel and to just be real. And the other thing I think is really important, because I don't want to turn this into like kind of like a tips video, because I mean, I'm going through it too, but I think what has been kind of a moment of how I've managed to find some grace for myself is to really just stop when I have reached my limit, and to be honest about that, when I've reached my limit, because we have different things that are going on, there are just different demands in our life, and sometimes you run out of the capacity and you run out of the bandwidth. And so just stopping when I feel it's necessary has been really hard because I think a big part of our culture is that we just keep pushing ourselves. Like we like to talk about, we're grinding, we're doing this. Why would you want to grind yourself? Like that doesn't even sound healthy. It's not. But just this ability to say, okay, I'm not feeling it today, or I'm not feeling it in this moment. Maybe the next moment might be different, and to give yourself the space to stop. Like another thing that I heard that was really helpful was this my like career mentor actually used this analogy of surfing, and she was talking about careers, but I think that it's been really useful here as well, because there have been some days where I felt like I am just out in the ocean, right, and I am swimming and the land is not necessarily in sight, and I feel just super heavy and super weighed down, and like I am just sinking. And then there are other days when I feel like, okay, maybe I've caught a wave, right? And maybe that wave is me feeling a little more creative. Maybe that's me feeling a little bit more in touch with my sense of gratitude. And so I ride the wave that day. But I have come to realize, and I have come to accept that that wave is not going to be permanent, and that another moment could come, knock me off my surfboard, and I'm back into the sea. And instead of trying to like fight my way back onto this wave, I'm literally just allowing myself to take a moment to just float, because that's all that I can do in the moment, is just try to like stay afloat, right? So yeah, hey, if you're just joining now, or watching this on a recap, I think the biggest thing that I want to impart is that this is kind of a weird situation, which we're all going through this. I think somebody said a lot of good sea analogies here, that we're all in the same sea, but we're in different boats. Some of us might have a dinghy, somebody might have a yacht. It's just a different situation for everybody, but we're all kind of going through it. And I think what is so important, or this is really a moment for cultural change for us in a lot of ways. But I think one of those big cultural changes is actually just being honest about how we feel, and recognizing and questioning some of these systems as well, where you are being told to grind, or really looking at productivity, and what is productivity, and what does this mean, and where is that even getting you, and just like how does that even fit in with the life that you really want to live for yourself. So yeah, I feel like I've probably said a couple of different things. At the moment I'm riding my wave of energy, so I feel pretty good, but tomorrow, I don't know, could be a different day. So to all of you all who have taken the time to watch this, I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you are doing as well as can be expected. And I hope that you have those moments of just being honest with yourself, and giving yourself some grace, and not trying to push yourself to do more than what you just feel, and just really get in touch with your sense of flow. And so when that surfboard comes along, if you're able to catch the wave, cool. If it's a moment when you need to float, then that's cool as well. Anyway, that is all I wanted to say today. I'm sure I'll be back at some other point, because I have some other things I would love to talk about. Yeah. All right, y'all. Be safe, be careful, vote, and of course, wear your mask. All right, bye.